Everybody, welcome to the channel. If you're newcomers, we welcome you. And you guys have been with us forever, we always welcome you. And I want to give a real thanks out to my members to make this all possible for this channel. We were trying to go on Facebook and we were unsuccessful in doing that. So hopefully the Facebook individuals are hitting the link and coming on YouTube with us, because we're going on Facebook so that they will join us on YouTube in the first place. And the reason being is I don't seem to have as many scammers on YouTube as I do have on Facebook. Keep in mind, if someone is, sending a message to you why we're doing this right now, it's not my organization. I don't operate that way. I don't operate, send me this and send me money and I'll do this for you. No. And I appreciate all you guys that have your radars up and helping me with these people that say they're channeling my mother or this and that and the other, because we got to go in and handle that and take care of it, because I got to protect mom, So I appreciate if you guys give me input that someone's saying they're claiming that they're channeling my mother, or that, I just don't want you guys being taken advantage. Please don't ever give your personal information on this channel. Do not do that. Okay? Not for any reason. We never ask you to do that. You got to be careful with those kind of things. And see what else is going on. I'm planting trees here at the house. I'm digging up some things. I got to dig up a lemon tree and a lime tree. And I'm going to replant that at Michelle's place, because where I put them, it was just idiotic of me. I put it right by the window by my house, and the tree can't grow. So I'm going to try to watch the YouTube and figure out how to dig it up so I don't hurt the tree, so I can transport it and put it back in the ground and have a real lovely life, because Michelle's on 3 acres where she's at. That tree can just grow the way it's meant to be grown. I live in a golf course community here, and everything's like kind of slammed together. I don't know what I was thinking, but they did tell me it was a miniature bush or tree or whatever it was, and I don't think that that's really true. It's true. It's kind of like my daughter, when she graduated high school, she wanted a teacup potbelly pig. I wanted to get her a car or something. She wanted a teacup potbelly pig. I got news for you. The pig's name was Snickers. Had to be all pink, no spots, no nothing. Cutest little thing ever. There's no such thing as a teacup potbelly pig, because if you feed a pig, the pig grows. It was like 6 or 8 months I didn't see that pig, and here comes this thing around the corner. I had tusks and hair, wiry hair. I'm like, holy mackerel, my gosh. And we had a condo in LA at the time, and then they didn't allow farm animals, so we had to take it to my friend John and Kim's house, because they have a ranch, and the pig is probably, I think, still there. Anyway, enough of that. So let's get to you guys with your questions. Hi, Kelly Davis.
All right. Your first question is going to be from April S., who asks, "Hi, Chris. I have been single for 8 years, putting myself first. I have reconnected with someone and feel a connection, but we have not met in person yet. Do you see anything with this for the future?"
Yeah, I think it'll be just as good as when you meet in person. So I would go with it and have fun with it. I think this individual is just really what they say there. I think they're really true to the core, just like you are, honest and loyal. So I think it's good. Just take it slow and have fun and enjoy yourself. When it's good, it's good. But your single thing has been because you wanted it to be, by the way. You know that. Go ahead, sorry.
Your next question is going to be from user DO, who asks, "Hi, Chris. How many spirit guides do I have?"
Just two. Just two. I had 4, actually. I thought I had 5. I had 4 and 1 earthbound one time. My mom helped me get rid of the earthbound, and I had 4 other guides at that time. And that for me was just, it was just not a good thing, because trying to do a reading, wait for number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, just took forever. Now that I just have Charlie, it's kind of getting out of the horse's mouth. I would never go back to 2 or 3 or 4. It's just, it doesn't work for me. 1's perfect for me.
You got a question in the super chat from Lithia G, who asks, "Will I have a baby in March 2022?
You're going to have a baby. I believe you will conceive in 2022. I don't think it'll be March. I think it'll be way past that, but you'll still conceive. You'll still have your baby, and I believe everything will go well and be healthy. And keep in mind, guys, with the super chats, we appreciate you donating to the channel. It doesn't guarantee that you're going to get your question answered. Of course, it does light up and blink and all that kind of stuff, and it's not annoying, but it just puts your focus there so you get the question answered. So, but I just want to make sure you guys understand there's just no guarantee with that, because I want to make off. I paid for a super chat. I didn't get my question answered. Who's all the happy faces? Do you see that? No. It rolled right by me quickly.
Oh. Happy viewers. All right. You've got a question from Stephanie O, who asks, Do my husband and I have any past lives together?
Yeah, I think you have this one, of course. You have had one where you're married before, and I think that that was in Scotland, and then a lifetime in India, and I think that you were brother and sister, and then I believe that you were really good friends in one life, and just kind of hung out with each other and just were really, really good friends. So those are significant past lives. So souls do recognize each other. So you got each other. There goes the happy face again. You guys have each other. Even when one passes, you'll still have each other. You won't lose contact.
Okay, your next question is from Yana F, who asks, I feel like I'm stuck in a rut. What do I need to do to get out of it?
I think you're getting out of it already. I think it's just what we call a desert period, you call a rut. And I think it's pretty much over. So you just have to get out now and activate. Be careful because COVID's coming back and weird kind of strains now. So we got to wear masks again. In my area, we got to wear masks again. So just be cool with that. And otherwise, we're good. We're good.
Okay. You got a question from user Dave TV, who asks, Hello, Chris. I invested in 32 startup companies in the last year. Will it work out good for me? Thank you.
I don't think you're going to do bad. I mean, I'm not really good with stocks and commodities like this, but no psychic is or would own the world, of course, and it doesn't work that way. I think you're going to do better than not. So with that many, you got a decent chance. I don't think it's going to be astronomically, but yeah, every little bit helps.
You've got a question from Stacy R, and the question is, what's my animal totem and the name of my spirit guides?
Okay, well, we're going to answer one of those because it's one question at a time. Your animal totem, I believe, is a gazelle.
Your next question is from Janet M, who asks, Hi, Chris. I know this sounds silly. Will I ever win the lottery game I've been playing?
No, you won't. But, you have fun playing it, and it's passes the time, so it doesn't, take your money away from you realistically. So you have fun with it, but you're not going to win. No.
Your next question is from Cass B, and Cass B asks, Hi, Chris. Do you have any advice for my small trailer renovation? Thank you.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you do something, it's kind of all or nothing. So I know you're going to try to save money, which is always a good thing, but I would just bring it down to the wiring and just slowly and surely go through it. Don't do the wiring yourself. Get an electrician out there to do it. And I think you'll redo the whole entire thing. I think it'll be like a brand new trailer once you get it done, but I think it'll be good quality work. I think it'll work really well for you. I think you'll have it for years. So I think it's well worth you doing all of it to it because you're going to have a lot of happy times in it. I think it's well worth it. Absolutely. But it looks like it'll be brand new.
Your next question is from Neat W, who asks, Hi, Chris. Do you know what triggered me having high blood pressure as I never had this issue before? Thank you.
I think it's just your system at your age and everything else that's going on. I think it skips a couple of generations. You might want to try this. I'm not a doctor, I'm a psychic, but take some lecithin. It's a lubricant for the joints. It doesn't claim anything to do with high blood pressure. I used to have high blood pressure until I started taking lecithin. My mom is Sylvia Browne is the one that turned me on to lecithin as a vitamin that you could take. And for whatever reason, whatever's in lecithin, it helps with high blood pressure. So you might want to try that.
Your next question is from Randy V, who asks, Hi, Chris. What is my spirit guide name?
Your spirit guide name is Marcus.
The next question is from Zanab G, who asks, Will Usman ever reconcile with me and propose?
Well, what now?
Well, Usman, I think it's a name.
Usman? Okay.
Yeah.
I believe if you want this, you should actually try to lead towards this now because this person is very prideful. I believe wants to, but very prideful. So you can get what you want a whole lot sooner by, just being let's say the bigger person and calling and getting in contact and let this move slowly. But at least you'll know that they're interested. Otherwise, with this stubborn and pridefulness, we could be waiting, a year and a half. That'll drive you crazy. Call
them. All right. You've got a question from Margarita M, who asks, Hi, Chris. Can you tell me if my girls will be okay in the school from COVID? Thank you.
I believe they're going to be fine. I believe they'll be healthy. I think you and them will take all your necessary, precautions, and I don't see that school getting hit hard at all. So we're in good shape, but just be careful as we all should.
Okay. You've got a question from Aneen F, who asks, "Hello, Chris. Do I have any messages from loved ones or guides from the other side?"
Well, your guides don't really give you messages unless you're kind of calling upon them. It's not like waking them up like a genie in a bottle. It's just they're there for us to call on them to get help from them. Keep in mind they wrote out the blueprint and the chart, so they know everything that we're going through and everything we're doing. But they're there to help us. Some of us use them a lot, like mine, and some of us know they haven't been done at all. And your loved ones have all made it home, but no one's chopping at the bit with messages. But that's not a bad thing. That just means everyone's made it home where they should be. That's a great thing.
All right. Your next question is from Akiva H, who asks, "Yo, Chris, should I go to grad school?"
Well, let me put it to you this way. You're either going to go now or you're going to go later. So if you go now, you're going to be aggravated because you're going to be in school and you want to work. And if you don't go now, you're going to be really aggravated because you're going to have this weighing over you constantly until you go do it. So in other words, you're going to do it. Why don't you just get it done? And just realize, don't be cranky with it. Put in the time. The nice thing is you will do your career as far as your schooling. There are so many people I talk to, I can't even tell you, that have certain like a psychology degree and they're selling, rims and tires or something. So it doesn't always mean you're going to utilize that, but you will. So just get the grad school over with because you're going to do it.
All right. Your next question is from DC, who asks, "Will my children adjust to school since they've been off?"
Yeah, but that's going to be really hard on them, especially the younger one. Real sensitive there. And they like being at home as opposed to school, so you can't blame them for that. That's kind of a good thing. Yes, you're gonna have to give it about a month though. You're gonna have some teary eyes, but nothing that won't work out. That's for sure.
Your next question is from Carla S, and Carla asks, "Hi, Chris. Will my son ever meet someone for a lasting relationship and have children?"
Yeah, but it would take a lot at this point because he's not working at this. So, I mean, he's a good-looking boy. He's smart. He's got a good heart. He's sensitive. But if you don't get out there in the mix, nothing's going to come in. So, he should try dating services and things like that because he's a little shy. That can kind of get him going a little bit, build the confidence a little bit. But the permanent life mate's not for about 5 years. But that doesn't mean he won't have a girlfriend. I think that will come in late next year, and I believe a girl before that. So that's good. So he's going to get it going. He's a late bloomer.
All right. Your next question is from Lauren A, who asks, "Hi, do you see me feeling better once I come off of some of my medications?"
Oh, I think like a new person, honestly. I think that your system is a lot like my mother's was. My mother was so sensitive; she'd only take like one antibiotic, and you seem to be the same way. Just anything you put in your body, you're just ultra sensitive to it. So I think plays a very big role. You won't feel like nauseous all day. When you feel nauseous all day, you just feel crappy. You just don't have any energy. It's like blah, and that will go away. So that's good. You'll be fine.
Your next question is from Deborah L, who asks, "Hello, Chris. Hope you're having a great day.
I am.
Has the person I have had a secret crush on finally acknowledged my intentions yet?"
I think you're going to have to hit him over the head with a 2x4 or spell out in block letters. I think at one time thought it could be coming from your direction, but still to this day doesn't know anything. Do you have a problem saying, "Hey, you look attractive. You want to go have some coffee or tea"? I mean, it is the 21st century. He won't turn you down. Can you just do that? Do it and tell us how it goes. We want to hear it. We all want to hear it, right, guys?
All right. You got a question from Monique, who asks, "Hi, Chris. Will I get through this semester of school with flying colors?"
Yeah, you'll be worn out with it, but yeah, you'll get through with it. You really are smart. I don't know why you are so hard on yourself with that. It would be different if you didn't have the IQ that you have, but you have it. A lot of people have test anxiety, and once you get through this semester, it'll be a breeze for you because you'll have the confidence to know you got what it takes to do it. So it's a good learning curve for you. Hi, Sam C.
Your next question is from user A Rain, who asks, "My son's father passed away yesterday.
Oh,
Did
sorry.
he cross over, and does he have any messages for me or Eric?
Messages will come in probably about the first of the year. And yes, I believe he has crossed over, but I think he's going to be coming back around in the next few days. That doesn't mean for messages. It just means to just check on things and see how things are. Keep in mind, timing is really different between here and the other side. So for the end of this year would be just a few minutes for him, but making it is the best news and more positive than that. I think this is his last life like it is yours, so he doesn't have to come back down again. So that's a good thing.
All right, your next question is from Jackie M. And Jackie asks, I had a reading on my stepdad Larry this past March. During the reading, my real dad Donnie came through. But I pushed him away. We were estranged. Now I am curious what he wanted.
Well, I didn't do the reading, so I wasn't there. But I think nothing more than just touching base, letting you know, being part, letting you know that they're there. And there's only kind and loving and good things around you. So you never should be worried about who's coming in or who's contacting because there's nothing negative, evil, or bad. Nothing's there now. Nothing's going to be like that. So you got nothing to worry about. That doesn't mean I want you to fool around with a Ouija board or anything like that. Don't be messing around with something you don't know what you're dealing with. But other than that, you're fine.
Your next question is from Lori N., who asks, Hi, Chris. When will the title to the car I'm looking at come in? You were correct on the heart issue. Thanks.
I think it'll be. I think you have to call. I think you have to call, and I think you might hear, "Oh yeah, it's been sent out," which I think they'll be doing it right then because I think they've forgotten it. So a couple weeks, but that's if you make the call. Okay, you got to make the call to make that happen because I think somewhere someone dropped the ball and is sitting and it's got to get mailed out. So that's what you're doing is, and if they don't admit that, that's fine. But 2 weeks is 2 weeks. You get it in 2 weeks, but you got to make the call.
Your next question is from Crystal L., who asks, Hi, what will my new job be?
I believe there'll be a clerical position you'll go into, and that will change within days. And then you'll go into a management position, and it'll be a lot to do with ordering. And then that will change to where you go out on the floor and do things with setting different types of props, different types of things up for staging different things, which I think will be very, very good. And then they'll have a job that will come in like an assistant director of services and things, and that pay will be really well. But looks like you could be moving a lot of stuff around constantly within that realm. So you got to ask yourself if that's something you want. So you've got a couple of things coming in, which is good.
All right. Your next question is from Hagen S., who asks, Hi, Chris. Will my mother-in-law get her own place anytime soon?
I would hope so. I mean, I don't think she's going to do this unless you guys push her to do it a little bit more. And it's not like she doesn't have the money because she does, but I think she just doesn't really want to live alone. And I mean, no disrespect by this, but I think she's becoming to be a little bit more needy at this point. And if you say you're going to see this and do that with her, it'll come in a lot faster. I think she's a little bit afraid to do it. So just reassure her that you guys are not going anywhere and this should work out just fine.
You've got a question from Blake H. And the question is, Hi, Chris. Will John and I conceive? It's exhausting always testing negative.
Well, John and what?
Will John and I conceive?
As long as you're going through a vitro, yes.
All right. You've got a question from Sarah MB, who asks, Hi, Chris and Charlie. A month ago, we had to put our dog Molly down. I've been having a hard time with her death, but every day it gets easier. Do you have an idea of who is taking care of her on the other side?
Actually, I think she's running in a pack, and I think you've had a lot of animals all throughout all of your lifetime. So you'll have a farm come at you when you're going to the other side. And if I was you, I know you think it's too soon, but I'd go pick another dog, puppy dog, because I think that the one that's passed will help you choose this and will have a lot of the same characteristics. It's not a reincarnation, though. Make sure we're clear on that. Animals live one lifetime. Sometimes I think there's more of us. We live many. So I think that this is a very good situation because when they're over there, they can see everything here. When they're here, they can see everything there. They can see in both dimensions very easily. So I think it was time, and it's time for you to get a puppy now.
All right. Your next question is from Jen R, who asks, "Hi, Chris. I'm wondering if I'm ever going to be married again."
A psychic doesn't necessarily see the certificate of marriage. What a psychic will see is a union of things. And that means if you're living with one person and you're in the same rooftop, the same bed, you've got car payments, mortgages, insurances, things, that's marriage to me. So your answer is yes. Not for about 3 years. You're selected, which is okay. And you're not going anywhere because of COVID. I get it. So you'll start getting out and activating around the first year. And I think you'll meet them. And I think it'll turn into a relationship quickly. So you really got nothing to worry about, but you do got to get the ball rolling with you getting out safely. I can't believe we got to wear that damn masks again. I can't breathe out of those masks. I really can't. Every time I got my nose hanging out the mask, it was, you put your nose in your mask.
All right. You've got a question from Rawls S, who asks, "Hey, should I pursue a new relationship or try and fix the old one? Thank you."
You can't fix the old one. I think you've been trying to fix it since you got together with it, and it's just not working out. And I know that you've got time invested and you love and you care. I get it, but it's not going to work out. You're not ever going to be happy with it. So why you keep doing this to yourself, I don't know. So you could be friends and be loving, kind friends, kind of like brother and sister if you wanted to. But as far as for the relationship thing, that's been gone a long time. It's going to stay being gone a long time. So I don't think you want to be with someone in a brother and sister type of relationship. So this is done, and you need to look elsewhere.
All right. You've got a question from Mar M, who asks, "What can I do to feel better? Thank you."
Well, if I was you, I would watch my nutrition. I would start exercising. I would think positively, get into some motivational things, and just get outside and start doing something. Get a hobby. You're a very positive person. You're just a little bit down right now, and you're a little melancholy from a lot of issues. And this COVID has got you a little bit weirded out. Other than that, you're fine. You really are.
Your next question is from Anine F, and Anine asks, "Hello, Chris. Do I have any messages from loved ones or guides from the other side?"
Well, guides don't give messages unless you ask upon them. Okay, they're there to help us and assist us, and they don't have any messages from anybody. But that's not unusual. You got to understand, everybody. We have a blueprint. We have a chart. Before we come into this life, we write every single solitary thing we're going to do out. Everyone over there has that information, so they know exactly what we're going to do before we can think it up to do it in the first place. So they know it all. So they don't really got to do this or that and the other. And if you have a healthy, long, and prosperous life like you do, there's not a lot of things going wrong. There's not major surgeries, not accidents, not crisis, not all these kind of things that they can see in advance, that they would huddle around you and pray and send energy and do that kind of thing. So it's kind of a blessing. Messages you don't meet with a psychic and you have coffee or tea and all the past loved ones come in and we have conversations. It never goes like that. But on the other hand, everyone's made it home. That's what we count on. That's what we pray for. So you got that?
All right. Your next question is from Sam. And Sam asks, "Hi, Chris. Can you tell me about the person I am meant to be with? Thank you."
Well, I mean, I think they're soft spoken. I think they're charismatic. I think they're healthy. So this is anybody that you've been nursing. I think they have an athletic tone to them, very positive, very energetic, good values, strong belief system in God. Don't think they sit on the phone with a psychic or do what we're doing here, but we're not going to hold that against them, because sometimes people can be not knowing what it's about. They can be afraid or whatever they think. So this fits into your criteria because we both know you're a little bit on the picky side, but that's okay.
All right. Your next question is from Michael R. And Michael asks, "Will I find a house this week?"
This week, meaning Monday through Friday, or Monday through Sunday? No, I think it'll take you about 10 days. So that's 3 days past what you're asking. That's not bad. You're going to buy the house because you like the floor plan and you really like the house. Some people buy because it's a good investment. Not that yours won't be an investment, but you'll like how your furniture is going to fit. You like the big family room in the kitchen, you like the master bedroom. You're gonna like that floor plan. It's going to pay a little bit more for it, but it's worth it because it's a nice house. You'll be very happy there. So, and the land that is sitting on the house is all good. So you're okay.
All right. Your next question is from Lindita Z, who asks, "Hello, what are my fiance's thoughts of me? Does he love me? We are currently in a long distance relationship because of COVID."
I can't tell you. I don't know because a psychic can't read minds. I can't tell what anybody thinks. I really can't foresee that. No one can. There's no psychic that's out there that can read minds, so I can't help you with that.
All right. Your next question is from Margarita M, who asks, "Can you tell me why I'm doubting about my spiritual life?"
Well, if we go to you contacting your guide, it's pretty much you feel like you're just hearing yourself or you're making it up inside your own mind. That could be the beginning of it. But after doing this 3 or 4 times, it really spells itself out. So what I would do if I was you is stop force feeding it to yourself. Forget about the spiritual, doing it or not doing it. Just let it go. And just live your life. And the spiritual realm will come in all on its own without you having to do anything with it. Okay. You need to try to just not focus on this and just live your life. And if it's supposed to come in, it'll come in, but it will. Just let it do its thing.
Your next question is from Mercedes, and Mercedes asks, "Hello, who are the nice people I see in my dreams wearing big wigs and 1700s style clothing?"
You're just actually projected to another time period. That's all to going back. So that's not a bad thing. I think it's just you're observing it like if you were younger and sneaking into a movie theater and watching the movie, that kind of thing. You're just going back and looking at your different lifetimes that you've had. But that's a nice thing. That's a good thing. So you're in there if you keep and continue to do it, but keep this in mind because I got into a lot of trouble when I was astrally projecting because I'd fall asleep in class all through the 3rd grade. I had to stay back in the 3rd grade because I slept through it all because I was out playing every night. So careful with that. Is when you're astrally projecting, you're certainly not getting any rest. I want to thank you all for tuning in to my channel today, Psychic Awareness Channel. And tell a friend, please, next time for this coming next Sunday. And certainly like. And if you haven't subscribed, you're going to want to subscribe. This next Sunday is going to be a giveaway Sunday because I feel like it. So you're not going to want to miss the Sunday coming. And God bless and stay uplifted.
You got it?
I don't know.